Hey everybody, my name's Hal, and this is Quail Studios Guitar. So we're going to talk about a song by the Beatles today. This is the way I play it. Okay, let's just do the chords. The first chord that I'm playing here is called an A minor 7. And what I'm doing is I'm playing a regular A minor, and then I'm putting my pinky, my fourth finger, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, on the 3rd fret E string. So that's my A minor 7. And we start, now somewhere in the black mining hills of Dakota, there lived a young boy named Raccoon. And then we go to a D chord. I'm doing it with my pinky. You know, I used to play it like this, but now I play my chord like this. And the reason I do is because the next chord, well, I'm going to go from D to a D7 in this song, but let's do the D. You can do it like this if you want to. So there's my D. I got my thumb over the top, so in case I hit that low E string, it just mutes it. Like that. D7. The next chord I'm going to show you is G. I love to do it this way without that finger down on the A string, the B note right there on the 2nd fret. I like to just leave that out because I've got a B up here on the B string. Love that one. And then the next chord I want to show you is G7. And that's the way I usually do it. I guess you could do a G this way and then a G7 that way if you really want to, but I really like to go like that. It's okay. And then a C chord. And then what we call a C with a B bass. And this is what it looks like. I know there's a D right there, but I'm not going to worry about that D. And then A minor again. Oh, did I talk about A minor 7? Let's do A minor 7. This is a really important chord because I want to go from A minor to A minor 7. Now the A minor 7 that I was doing there was the kind when I lift off my, my ring finger. We talked about that. That first one, A minor 7, where you put the G note, which is on the 3rd fret, E string, up the top there. And the other one is when you lift your ring finger and you get the open G, where the 7 is in the middle instead of on top. You don't want to do both at the same time because there's too much 7 then in the chord. You either want to do one or the other. A minor with the G on top and then it sticks out really good, or A minor with the G on the G string open and then it hides it in the middle there, it sneaks it in. D to D7, G to G7, C, C with a B bass. Honestly, I don't know if the Beatles do it this way, but this is the way I do it. I love to do it this way. Okay, let's show you the right hand. We're going to start with an A minor 7. Remember that one? The A minor 7 with your pinky on the 3rd fret. One, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Now if I didn't swing this, it would be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, but I swing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2. Now somewhere in the black mining hills of Dakota, there lived a young boy named Raccoon. G7. One day his woman ran off with another guy. C, C with a B bass in the A minor. He didn't like that. He said, I'm going to get that boy. D. I like to do a D7 right there. One day he walked into town and booked himself a room in the local saloon. G with B, 3, 4. Rocky Raccoon checked into his room. D7. Only to find Gideon's Bible. 1, 2, 3. Rocky had come. So I'm doing 3, 4, 1, 2, to shoot off the legs of his rival. 1, 2, 3. His rival, it seems, had broken his dreams by stealing the girl of his fancy. Her name was McGill, and she called herself Lil, but everyone knew her as Nancy. Isn't that a silly line? Isn't that crazy? You know, name was McGill, and she called herself Lil, but everyone knew her as Nancy. And Nancy rhymes with fancy. Now she and her man, who called himself Dan. If you want to hear my cover of this, just go up over here and click on that, and you'll see my cover. We're in the next room at the hoedown. This is not a cover, by the way. This is just to show you how the song plays. I love this recording, the song, you know, because you've got your A minor 7, D, D7, G, G7, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, A minor 7. So what I try to do is I try to pick up that bass note. Bass, down, down, up, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, down, up. Rocky burst in and grinning a grin, said, Danny boy, this is our showdown. Now Daniel was hot. I wonder if they'll, you know, call me out for doing a cover on this, and then I'll have to say, this isn't really a cover, you know. I'm just giving an example of how to play this song. And maybe this isn't really even the song. Maybe it's a different song. Maybe it just happens to be sort of like Rocky Raccoon. Don't you think? Let's see what I do there. I'm trying to talk and play at the same time, so it's not working too well. I mean, what if I said, this is not Rocky Raccoon, it's another song that I am composing. Right? And that's the whole thing. And when you get to the end of Collapsed in the Corner, you can go da 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 da. I like to do it twice. Excuse me. At the end of that section, you know, I like to sometimes, instead of just keep strumming, give it kind of like a weight there. Now the doctor came in and sinking of gin proceeded to lie on the table. I think that's such a funny line. The doctor came in stinking of gin and proceeded to lie on the table. It sounds like the doctor laid on the table, right? Which I think he did. He said, Rocky, you met your match. And Rocky said, Doc, it's only a scratch. And I'll be better, Doc, as soon as I am able. Now Rocky Raccoon fell back in his room, you know, then to only find Gideon's Bible. You don't even know what Gideon's Bible is. In every motel and hotel in the United States for a long time, people would put a Bible in the drawer by the bed. And it would be, and Gideon, whoever published the Bible, whoever published that, it says Gideon's Bible. I guess it was a company named Gideon or something like that. And they would put Bibles in every hotel. And that's one way that we as a nation had a common ground. Even if you didn't believe in the Bible, or even if you didn't read the Bible very much or something, You know, it's got the 10 Commandments in it, like thou shalt not kill, and thou shalt not steal, and thou shalt not commit adultery, and thou shalt not bear false witness, and thou shalt not covet, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, and thy neighbor's ass, and thy neighbor's, you know, an ass is not an ass. It's a donkey kind of a thing. So, you know. And then when we get to this part, get in, checked out, and he left it no doubt to help with good rock is revival. And then you do the da 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 da. Now you don't have to go to the sevens if you don't want to. You could do this. I would do this. Just A minor for 2 times, D for twice, G, C, C with a B, bass, and A minor, or you can do this, A minor 7, D, D7, G, G7, C. And then I did a bar chord, C up here when I did the cover, and then I did a little dive there. And I did a palm mute right there on this hand. 8th fret, that's your chord right there. It's your bar chord. It's on the 8th fret. It's like an E chord. Your bar's on the 8th fret. That's your C chord because that's a C down there. And then you go, ooh, right? All the way down. I like to do that. Okay, that's it. I really appreciate you being here and sticking with me throughout this whole lesson. It was really great. You know, I do have a Patreon page, and you can go over there and see what I'm doing. Quail Studios Guitar. And I've got something called the Quail Studios Music and Lead Sheets book. And at the end of the book, I do have a few sheets that I teach with. It has something about intervals, and it has first position chords and more first position chords, and it has a pentatonic scale in it, you know, major and minor pentatonics, and it has major and minor scales. It has a circle of fifths written out all for you in there and everything. So if you want to get that, that's over at Patreon, or you can look in the link below, click on the link, the PayPal link, and you can pay me something for the book. You can get in touch with me at lessonswithhal@gmail.com, and I'll see you later.